Good evening. Alison Boychuk here, psychic medium angel reader. I am here tonight for another weekly broadcast on my Wednesday Whispers. I hope you are all doing absolutely fantastic tonight. Tyson and I are doing well. I am just going to give it a minute or two and wait for a few people to pop on before I get rolling tonight. What's up ahead for me? Well, the next thing, I will be going on the road and I will be having my Mother's Day Angels on the Road tour. That tour, super excited about that, but I do want to quickly announce that that was a sold out tour. Super excited about that, as I mentioned last week. But I did have 2 cancellations come in. Something came up for a couple of people, and I have 1 session available in Yorkton on May the 11th. If that interests you and you would love to spend a 1-hour private session with me, again, that's in Yorkton on May the 11th. And I have 1 session now available in Swan River on May the 16th. All right, if that interests you, look us up. AlisonsWhisperingAngels.com, my website. Very easy to book. All right. So yes, good evening. So nice to see you all on tonight. Hi, Christine. Thank you for being here. Lori. Hi, Lorraine. Andrea. Hi, Mom. Kelly. Christine. Hello. Melissa. Melinda. Hello. Melinda, nice to see you on. Looking forward to seeing you on my tour. Alice. Hello. Good evening. Thank you, Alice. I am very excited to be back. I am feeling so much better after surgery. Thank you so much. Hi, Val. Nice to see you on. And Pam. Hello. So yes, very much looking forward to tonight's Wednesday Whispers. If you are a newcomer watching tonight, either on Facebook or YouTube, I just want to very quickly announce that if you feel indeed that I am connected with your loved one, if you could write a comment as soon as you feel that I have done so, okay? Just makes the flow happen faster. That way I can get through more and be able to help more people. All right? And if someone has already spoken for that loved one, but you indeed feel that, you know what, that sure sounds like my loved one, please say something anyways. Please do that. It's really important to me that I deliver the messages to the right person. I try and do my very best to do that, okay? So please don't hesitate. Say something anyways, and I will iron up the details. I will figure out who it is for. That is my job. All right, so please do that. Write a comment as soon as you think that I have connected with your loved one tonight. All right. So yes, thank you again. Thank you guys for all your kind words. Hi, hello everybody. Hi, Betty, Margot, Brenda, Dean, hello. So nice. Norma, Christine, hello. Oh, Christine, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. I am feeling so much better. All right, everyone. I am just going to take a few seconds here and get rolling on tonight's broadcast. All right. The very first loved one that I would love to bring forward is I have a male here. All right. This gentleman, unfortunately, did not have an incredibly long life. He's handsome. I just got to quickly say that. A good-looking man. He's smiling from ear to ear. He's holding a bouquet of flowers. Oh, that's so beautiful. Someone he's trying to give some flowers to tonight. Just sending his love to somebody, I suppose. All right. This wonderful male asked him, what happened? How come you're no longer here? I'm not really feeling an illness here at all. I'm really not. I believe this was something very unexpected, some type of, an accident, I believe is, yeah, I think that's what he's trying to show me. Yes, yes. Generally speaking, he had good health. This was definitely a very unexpected accident. All right. I'm not 100% sure how old he is. He looks to me to be 50s. Is how it's looking to me, somewhere in there. Okay. I've asked him, tell me a little bit about yourself. He likes to ride a motorbike. I can hear it, I can see it. He was a bit of a, I think he's trying to express to me, he was a bit of an adventurous man. Okay? He lets me know that, family is so, so important to him. Okay. He's making reference to holding a baby. Okay. Not too sure why. And all of a sudden, it was cute. I could see this baby, and then all of a sudden, my eyes really went into pink, as in he's showing me a baby, a girl here. Okay. Oh, Tanya, Mel. All right, Tanya. Okay. I will keep on rolling. As I said, he very much showed me that this baby girl, this baby girl, and we have a granddaughter now. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful, Tanya. Absolutely. Well, he knows, and he knows. Okay, he knows. And that was just his way of showing that to you. He's with that child as if he's holding it himself, as if he's holding her, excuse me, himself. He just showed me she's absolutely beautiful. Tonight he really focused on her hair for some reason. Oh, it's this beautiful rich brown color is how he's showing it to me. She's absolutely beautiful, and she is just the light of your family is how he's making me feel to say to you, Tanya. He's just sending his love to you. As I said a few minutes ago, he's holding this beautiful bouquet of flowers for you. Okay. I don't know what this is, Tanya. All of a sudden he shows me like something about you getting your nails done. I'm not sure what that's about. He just was showing that to me. I don't know if he just got them done or what that's or wants you to do. I don't know, but he just showed me you getting your nails done. Okay. So just know that he's watching over each and every one of you, especially that beautiful, beautiful granddaughter of yours. All right. He's sending his love your way. All right. He wants me to remind you that he's with you all the time. Okay. So just please know that. Just try and cherish that. As I was just about to move on, I can hear, and I was talking about hold on to those memories. All of a sudden I could just hear like the rev of that motorbike that I spoke about 5 minutes ago. And you were just thinking that you needed your nails done again. That's absolutely fantastic. And that's his way of showing you that he's right there with you. He knows your thoughts. He's right there with you. He's just trying to make that very clear. I hope that brings you some comfort. Okay. And as I was saying, when I talked about hold on to those memories, I could hear the rev of the motorbike. There's some memories there. Hold on to those, okay? He loves you so very much, all right? So thank you so much, Tanya. It was an absolute pleasure. I need to just quickly say something. I reflect, I say a prayer first of all, and then I reflect before every session, before every Taste of Heaven event, before every Wednesday Whispers. It's just what I do. And tonight was no different. And as I was reflecting, a couple of times I kept seeing the name Annie. And I just had to throw that out there. If there's someone watching tonight that that name means something to, it was very clear. Now, okay, it could be maybe Angie or Angela or Anne, but I got Annie. I did, and I just wanted to throw that out there and see if something happens with that. I do want to say she comes across, she's a very, very, very lovely, lovely lady. I feel her now because I brought her up. And here she is, as I was feeling her earlier when I was reflecting prior to the broadcast. And I just want to say she's a very, very lovely lady. She feels she loved to visit. She was social. She comes across to me, she's more of a petite lady. Okay. And really, truly, as sweet as they come. She looks to me like she lived a nice long life. It looks well into her 80s, it looks like. Yeah, had just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful life. Debbie, that's what I call my mother-in-law. All right, Debbie, I will carry on, and you indeed let me know. Okay. And it's interesting, as soon as I read your name, Debbie, I could hear a phone ring. I just got to ask you symbolically what that's about. I felt maybe like, did the two of you talk a lot on the phone or something like that, that I could hear a phone ringing. All right, I just needed to quickly add that to all of these little details and messages from Annie. I can't tell you enough how sweet she is. All right. She was very, if I can use the term, prim and proper. Okay. Her home was just immaculate. Her, she wouldn't have left the house, without looking as nice as she could. Right. She just showed me cards. I need to say that. She showed me a deck of cards, probably just meaning you visited her always. Oh, you only lived a mile apart. Oh, that's beautiful, Debbie. Okay. Absolutely. I just want to tell you, Debbie, that she's resting very peacefully. Her heaven, her eternal life is beautiful. She just wanted me to explain to you that her sufferings are gone. She loved to play cards. That's fantastic. And she just showed me also, as you said, she loved to play cards. I think she loved jewelry too. She made me feel that way as well. I don't know why she threw that in there for some reason. Okay? Something about jewelry. And anyways, she just wants me to also very quickly let you know that her pains and her sufferings, Debbie, are completely vanished the moment she passed. All right. And she feels very, very good. She gets to visit, and there's so many up there that she can talk with, and she loves to laugh. I just heard it and I could see it. She loves to laugh, and that's exactly what she's doing. All right, Debbie. So just please know that she's watching over you, and she's doing very well. As I was just about to move on, she stopped me, and I just need to tell you, she's eating. It looks like maybe she had a bit of a sweet tooth, because she's eating what looks like just a small little bit of dainties and having a cup of tea. Okay, Debbie. So just know that your beautiful mother-in-law is doing very well. You think of her a lot, which is beautiful. She just showed me that. She knows that she has been in your thoughts many, many times. All right. You had a good relationship, and that's something that, Not all families have, but yours definitely, definitely did. Oh, she loved to bake. That's fantastic. That's why all the dainties. Perfect. Absolutely. Um, in particular, as soon as I read that, I don't know what I seen, what kind of looked to me like a scuffle, if that means anything to you. In particular, she showed me that, and she also just showed me lemon pie. I can see the lemon, the yellow, the lemon. She was one of her favorites too. Um, so just know Debbie again, she's doing absolutely fantastic. She sends all of her love to you tonight. All right, Debbie, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to connect with her. She was really wanting to talk to you. I kept seeing her prior to the broadcast even starting, so I'm so glad that I was able to make that connection happen tonight, Debbie. So thank you so very much. The next loved one I'd love to bring forward, I have to, and I want to. I have this unbelievable urge to cry. It's really strong tonight. I have someone here, I have a male here who, his presence, he's making himself very much known to me. Okay, he's here. He writes me MOM. He's trying to talk to his mom, this young man. And this, this, that I want to cry. Okay. This tonight, it's more of a, it's your heart for this mom out there. It's your heart. How much your heart hurts. Okay. Your heart hurts without him. Okay? This young man's life was taken way too early. You feel that way. You think of him. You talk to him every single day. You think of him. He's, you're not up for too long before you think of him, and you're thinking about him when you go to bed. It's almost been hard for you to carry on with life without him, is how he's making me feel to say to you. But he kind of stopped me right there in my tracks, and he's like, talk about good things. He's funny. I want to laugh, okay? He'd be the joker in the room, okay? He didn't like to take things too serious. As I was getting, talking about your sadness and stuff, I was like, stop it. He would be one to make a joke to lighten the mood. Okay. This young man, I'm asking him, give me a little bit more detail, and he's like, I'm here to see my mama bear. I just need to say that, okay. He shows me that somebody, I don't know if it's you or him, or someone, something about the stars. Not enough for me to say it, but I can see the stars. I can see the stars at night up in the sky. Okay, Marianne, could this be my son? All right, Marianne, I'll carry on. You let me know. Okay. It could be, Marianne. Yes, he called me his mama bear. Oh, that's fantastic. All right. That's so great. I don't know what this is, Marianne. He's showing me like kind of like jumping into a pool. But it's not like a swimming pool. It's like an outdoor, above ground pool, a round pool. Is how it's looking to me. Okay? I don't know why he's doing that. He's jumping into this pool. All right, and it's making you laugh. It's bringing a smile to your face. I'm not sure. And that's just a memory you have of him, or what that's all about. I'm not really sure. Unfortunately, he shows me, it's like you haven't been feeling well, he tells me. Okay? I'm sorry to hear that. He's been right there with you. And I feel like, oh, I'm in pain. Okay? You've had pain. Okay? I was just listening to him, and he's showing me like your pain has been something about it's bad, something, you know. He had one at a friend's. Okay. Oh, you mean the pool? Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. That's fantastic. He tells me this pain I was speaking of a minute ago. He just tells me it has had you not sleeping or just very restless. I don't know, and I can't even really pinpoint it because it feels like pain is everywhere. Okay, that's how he's making me feel. Anyways, I hope that's making sense to you, Marianne. Yes, I have fibromyalgia. Could that be the pain? Sure, sure. Is it more like you know, I just want to tell you, it's more like, and I said I can't really pinpoint it because it's kind of like all over the place, and it feels kind of like what he's showing me to say to you is kind of like a burning sensation, and almost feeling like your skin's hot. I don't know, does that make sense to you? But anyways, that's exactly what he's showing me to say to you, because he's with you, he knows all about it. Yes, the pain is throughout my body. I'm so sorry, Marianne. Your son knows all about this. He is right there with you. And I just need to tell you, I don't know what your situation is. He just showed me a doctor, so I don't know. Maybe just know that I said that. I don't know if he's instructing you to make an appointment or what he's doing there. It's just my job to deliver the message. He shows me a doctor, okay? I just need to tell you that. He has a great big hug for you, Marianne. And you know, I just have to say, because I could just feel it, when he hugs tight. All right? And that's exactly what he wants to do with you tonight, Marianne. All right? So please know that he just wants to help you through this pain that you're experiencing. All right? He wants to hug you through that. All right? He's never too far away. Keep talking to him. All right? Again, last second, you showed me those stars again. I don't know if you look at stars, or I don't know what that's about, but he's very much showing that to me again, something about the stars. Okay, so just know that your wonderful son is right there with you, Marianne. All right. So thank you so much, Marianne, for giving me that opportunity to connect with him tonight. Right. Thank you so much. You know what, Marianne, I'm so glad. Thank you for writing that. That you know, that's exactly it, and he knows that. So that's why they say it. You know, they know how you feel. They know what you're thinking. All right. So again, thank you so much. All right. You're most welcome, Marianne. The next loved one that I would love to bring forward is I have an older gentleman here. Ah, is he ever kind? That's so nice. You know how you can just sometimes, I'm sure I'm not the only one that can see that, you know, you just look at someone sometimes and you think, oh, what a kind person, you know? And that's exactly how this older gentleman looks to me. Okay? This gentleman, he lived a decently long life, his 80s maybe, you know. Yeah, I think so. I think roughly in his 80s. He's got a bit of a rounder face. I can see it. Such a kind smile. His eyes, so kind. He's wearing glasses. This is not an overly tall man. You know, average. Not short either. What do I mean by that? I don't know. 5'8", maybe. I don't know. 5'9". Okay, somewhere in there. I don't think he's not a very tall man. He doesn't look overly thin either. Okay, I wouldn't call him thin. Again, I just can't quit seeing his face. He's got such a kind smile and kind eyes. And interestingly, he just showed me a cane. Okay? He must have walked with one, I'm assuming. I'm assuming that's what he's getting at. All right. I've asked him how come he is no longer here. I'm not really getting an exact response here. Just hold on 1 second to see what he has to say about that. Art, I think. I think so. It's like I think now he's showing me a bunch of medications. I think there was, there's not just a simple answer here to, what all happened with him. All right. Could it be Dennis? Bernice says. That's possible, Bernice. That's very possible. I will carry on, and you let me know. I will ask him. Give me some real specifics, Bernice, so we can be sure. All right, because that's really important. He shows me. I don't know. Hot coffee and toast. I hate to tell you that. It's like something he enjoyed, maybe. Okay, hot coffee and toast. I just say is now, I feel his personality a little bit more, Bernice. If indeed this is Dennis, it very well could be. He's got a bit of a quieter demeanor to him. He's not saying a lot, and it's not. He's not shy, but he's a bit on the quiet. He's just got a quiet demeanor about him. Content. That was his breakfast. Oh, that's fantastic. Absolutely. And Bernice, as soon as and I don't know why, as I was reading that was his breakfast, all of a sudden a curling rock went by. He must have very much enjoyed curling, watching it. Maybe he curled. I don't know. Curling rock went by. He tells me, again, he's quiet, but he tells me that, that's very beautiful. One thing he enjoys is he enjoys visiting with family and friends in heaven. Okay? Those ones that, that he hasn't seen for a while because they passed much longer before him. And in particular, there's some males, okay? He loved curling and he was very content with life. Oh. Interesting, Bernice, I need to say something to you. And when again, as I'm reading your messages, the next thing comes in because your loved ones, this is how this works. They don't want to waste a second of time. And I just want to tell you, he showed me this pair of shoes, this old, oh, that was strange. I was going to say this old pair of, it looks like dress shoes, okay? And this must be symbolically. He kind of hit them together and dust came off of them. I have no idea what that's about, and he's kind of laughing about that. So I hope that means something to you. That was really interesting how he just showed that to me. Dust was coming from a pair of dress shoes. Okay, I just need to tell you that. And he's smiling. He tells me to tell you that he loves you. Okay? He tells me he should have told you that more often. Okay? It's like, oh my, his wedding shoes that were in the back of the closet. He was a fantastic dancer, Tammy says. That's lovely. All right. Okay, perfect. I'm glad the shoes thing was making sense. I need to tell you, though, he also showed me something about his wedding band, and it was really interesting. It was like, I need to tell you, he took it off his finger, and he showed it to me, and it's like it's bent a little bit. And then he put it back on his finger, just showing me that his wedding band is bent a little. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that was about. You just found them again. Okay. Oh, his shoes. Okay. his shoes. I'm thinking you mean. That's perfect. I'm so glad. Um, I'm not sure why. He showed me a little bit of a bent wedding band. I hope that you can. And he also tells me that you don't know what to do with his glasses. Something about that. He's showing that to me. There's some uncertainty about some glasses too. He's like, I had all this stuff, and now she has to worry about it. All right. Again, I just need to quickly say one more time. He's very contently visiting in heaven. He's having coffee. It's coffee time. All right. And he's visiting. There's some gentlemen around the table, and they're visiting and enjoying themselves. So just please know that, Bernice. Again, he reminds me to tell you one more time, he loves you so much. Right? He tells me you guys knew that you loved each other. All right, you knew that. It was. You know that, and he just reminds me again to say to you that he should have said it to you a little more, but he does. He loves you so much. All right. So thank you so much, Bernice, for giving me that opportunity to connect with your wonderful husband tonight. Thank you so very much. Can't find the ring, but it was very thin. No. Okay. Yeah, absolutely, Bernice. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. You are most welcome, Bernice. All right, the very next loved one I'd love to bring forward is I have the wonderful lady here tonight. She's a card. She's just quite the personality. She loved to laugh. Unfortunately, illness took her. Really feels to me like cancer. It really does. Yeah, I think so. Right? Yeah, unfortunately. She tells me, but I fought the good fight. Right? The moment she passed, the beautiful thing is it all went away. All that pain, all that suffering. And get to be herself again was such a relief for her. This wonderful woman, family meant so much to her. She was, if I can phrase it like this, that she was a little bit of a, she was a bit of a, she didn't overly like to accessorize or anything like that. She felt more comfortable just being, a little bit of a more of a, if I can use the term, I don't know who else to say it, than to say a little bit plain Jane. That's just how she preferred to be. That's how she was comfortable. Okay. I hope I am saying this right. Belfred? Okay, so I apologize. Belfred, I think. Says my sister. That's very, yeah, could be. I'll carry on and you let me know. Okay. As I read your message, I also want to say she was showing me to talk about what looked like her watch. Okay. I hope that makes sense to you. The next thing, she carries on and she shows me a crucifix. Now that's totally symbolic. She's just letting me know to tell you that she's resting very, very peacefully in heaven. She was a woman of faith, and that is exactly where she is. All right. And she just wants me to remind you that now that she's not ill anymore, she can laugh again. She must have been very weak at the end of her life, because it's like she couldn't even laugh, is kind of how she's making me feel. And now she can. And how beautiful it is. Right? One of those people that laugh right from the gut, you know. Just absolutely wonderful. Okay? She shows me that, you know, her family and her friends were like family too. And to be in her world meant that you meant everything to her. And I hope that that's making sense to you, Belfred. And I want to ask you, you know, I said, who's older here? And she showed me that she's younger than you. So I just want to ask if that makes sense. Okay? So she's the younger sister. Okay? And I don't know why she wants to make a bit of a joke about that for some reason. I think that's just her personality coming through. All right. I can hear a couple things. I can smell what smells like some beautiful bees standing in the middle of a flower garden. I can smell that, which is absolutely beautiful. She must have loved flowers. Yes, I'm glad that's making sense. She's loving her flowers, and I can hear the whistle of a kettle. I need to tell you that too. I can hear that. And now she moved on to I can see her TV's on in what looks like maybe her living room or something like that. She enjoyed her, like, you know, the half-an-hour programs to watch on television as well. Okay. And she just showed me there was a lot of talk on the telephone. Okay. She shows it to me, and I'm assuming she's probably talking about you and her. There's lots of conversations. It's like you would check on each other, kind of thing. Okay. And so it's just my job to tell you that she's doing very well, and she's so much at peace now. Her pains, Belfred, are over. Her sufferings are over. All right. And she's absolutely nothing but pure happiness. Right. Pure contentment. Right. She's smiling. She's healthy. She feels good. All right. And sorry, just watching her. She's just such a great person to be around. I need to say that as well. It's like when you're around her, she would lift your spirits. You know, she's a positive person. The glass is half full type of lady for sure. She shows me that you've been down. You've been like really down lately. You've been not yourself. And is she with your mom? Well, the answer is always yes. But, you know, but I've asked her that. You know, of course she is. Of course she is. It's really interesting. I do see, I hope this is going to make sense to you. She shows me a little bit different personalities between your mom and your sister. Very much so. Their personalities seem quite different. And that's not a bad thing. We're all different. But your mom and your sister are very different in personalities. But they're very much together. All right. And she shows me that she joined your mom in heaven. Okay. Your sister was never, ever, ever alone. Never, never. All right. So just know that she's watching over you. And as I said, I touched briefly. She shows me that you're been having some kind of extra sadness, some really feeling down, I think is a good word to explain what she's showing me about you. And I don't know what this is. All of a sudden she showed me, can I just ask, is there something wrong with your washing machine or your dryer? All of a sudden she just showed that to me. I hope there isn't. And she showed me something about your laundry set, and I don't know what she's getting at there. I don't know always wonder if that means absolutely anything to you. She showed me what looked like a washer and dryer. Okay, but yes, she's doing very well, Alfred. All right. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to connect with her tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in on my broadcast. Right. All right. The very next loved one that I'd love to bring forward, I have another lovely older lady here. She's very sweet. She has a very round face. Oh, my dryer. I'm glad that made some sense to you. That's perfect. All right. And anyways, I have this lovely older lady here. She's got a very round face. Okay. She was the type of lady that there's rules, but yet she was lovely to be around. But work got done first. And then, pleasure, games, entertainment, that kind of thing. She lived a nice long life. Right? Oh, and she shows me she's in heaven with her husband. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. I can feel him too, so actually this is kind of like a double for somebody. I can feel her husband, and her husband is... I think he's trying to show me he had hobbies of just kind of tinkering in the garage kind of thing. I can see that, the tools and the, hammers and all that kind of thing. He's quiet though, and I think that's just his personality. He's a bit on the quieter side. She's a little bit more, she's not outspoken per se, but she's just being a little bit more vocal with me tonight. She loved to bake, all of a sudden in the middle of nowhere. Tekla, Grandma, and Grandpa possibly. All right, Tekla, I'm going to carry on and you let me know. As I was saying, she loved to bake. All of a sudden I could see what looked like homemade donuts. I think that's what she's trying to show me. Okay. And as I carry on next, I talked about, work gets done and then the games and entertainment, and she showed me dice, like, Yahtzee or playing dice, something with dice. All right. She showed that to me as a memory that maybe that would mean something to you. Okay. She loved her garden, and in particularly, she's really focusing my eyes on her potato patch. It was always too big, kind of thing. There was enough potatoes to feed many, many people. She worked very, very hard. And it's really interesting because when I said that she worked very, very hard, she just kind of exhaled, and it's like she finally gets to relax. Like she finally gets to not have to. Like she gets to put her feet up now. Now that she's resting in heaven. They just worked so hard all their lives, and if you don't mind me saying so, like there's not a ton of money here, but a lot of love. That's exactly how she's coming across. Sorry, I was just watching her. She's absolutely lovely. I asked her, Grandma played dice with us kids lots. Oh, that's wonderful. Is huge, usually 6 rows of potatoes. Yeah, that's a lot of potatoes. Absolutely, Tekla. I'm so glad that all made sense to you. She is just, she's so full of energy, and I wonder, like, if you would just understand that from the type of person she was. I am watching her, and she's just nonstop. She's just going. She's very excited. She thanks me. Aw, it's beautiful. She thanks me for being able to connect with you. Um, and it's really interesting, Tekla. She just showed me she showed me what looked like her grandchildren, and she kind of puts you more at the older sets of the kids, is where she placed you in order there of age. I hope that makes sense. That's just what she did. And she's got a great big smile. She wants me to show you, tell you, she showed me that she wants to place a kiss on your cheek. Okay? She loves you very, very much. Okay? She tells me to tell you life gets hard sometime. Just keep going. Keep going. Okay? Everything's going to work itself out. All right? So yes, thank you so much, Tekla. It was an absolute honor to connect with your grandma and your grandpa tonight. Thank you so much. All right. The next loved one that I would love to bring forward. So interesting. All of a sudden, I could see my own brother who is no longer with us. Oh, you're most welcome, Tekla. You're most welcome. That's exactly why I do this. Thank you. I can see my own brother, and that's really interesting. So I'm just trying to figure out why. What does he have to do with, all of this? And my beautiful big brother. There we go. All right, I have a brother here who's trying to connect with someone. First of all, he has decided to show me what a height difference between the two of you. Boy, oh boy. It's like this, 6'2" and 5'5" kind of thing. Something like that. He's such a big smile. I don't know what this is, but it's like he likes his hair to look good. I don't know what that's about. Okay. But having said that, he's like an outdoorsy kind of man. Absolutely. Almost like kind of rough and tough, little rough around the edges. Not 100% sure in this situation. Oh, I can taste beer in my mouth. Aw, okay. He's cheersing you. It's a special occasion tonight to be able to connect, and he's having a cold beer. Okay. I think, all I know from what I'm seeing about him as he's carrying on, and the things I can feel and see about him, he's showing me, I would say he passed, in his 50s maybe, somewhere in there. Is passing, unfortunately, I don't think he quite took care of himself. Okay. Lynn, my brother. All right, Lynn, very well could be. I'll carry on. Lynn, he shows me. Do you have a cold, or have you just gotten over a cold? He's showing that to me. I too just recovered from a really bad head cold, but he's making me feel like you did. Okay. Your brother he's quite the character. It's like he likes to talk, Um, he likes to make jokes. He likes to kid. He, doesn't like silence. Yeah, you do have a cold. Well, I'm sorry about that. That's too bad. Um, it's your brother's way of letting you know he's right there with you. He knows exactly what's going on. Okay? I don't know why Lynn he carries on to all of a sudden he can show me the game bingo. I don't know if you went and played or if you're thinking about going or what the situation is, but he just showed that to me. Just tell you that next, Lynn, something about playing bingo. Okay? Um, he's like, I'm trying to explain his personality. It's like he's a kidder, but yet he can kind of be a bit of a pain in your butt, if that's okay to say it like that. But he loves you so much. I feel that immensely from him, you know. Lynn, you play every Saturday at the Kinsman. Oh, all right. Okay. I just need to go one very quick step further with that. As soon as I read that, he wrote me some. Showed me a very bright, just bright in regards to, so I could see it clearly. I just need to make that clear. He shows me a purple dabber. I don't know why. Okay, it's purple. But I don't know what he's trying to get at there with that. So I just had to quickly say it. But just know that you're wonderful brother. He's trying to. It's like he wants to joke with you. He wants to kind of pick at you. That brother sister kind of feel, but has a ton of love for you at the same time. Ton of love. He wants me to to tell you that he wants to hug you so badly. He's wrapping his arms around you right now. Okay, loves you so much. That's about. Okay. Anyways. Did he like to play pool? All of a sudden he was showing that to me, Lynn. Oh, that's the color. Isn't that neat? Isn't that neat? That's cool. I'm assuming you're talking about your bingo dabber. That's cool. Um, that's really neat. That's, again, your brother's way of showing you that he's with you. He goes with you to bingo sometimes. So just know that. All right. He's laughing. He's having a really good time with all of this. He loves that he can communicate with me to you. He loves that. Okay? And he's like, who would have thought? And I take that, I personally take that as a complete compliment that your brother is saying that to me today. Absolutely loves it. All right. He's doing fantastic, Lynn. Okay. All right. Very next loved one that I would love to bring forward. I have a wonderful older gentleman here. I believe he just showed me that he passed in his 70s, like around 72. 72-ish. Okay, please give or take a year here or there. All right. In his 70s, I think he's trying to show me this wonderful man. You're most welcome, Lynn. You're most welcome. I've asked him. I asked him how come he is no longer here, and he shows me that his heart. It was his heart. This gentleman. This man, he's so kind too. He shows me he liked to fish. That was something he enjoyed doing. I don't want to talk about his personality. He's a bit of a quieter man, but when he spoke, you listened. When he got mad, you definitely listened because he didn't get mad very often. That's just kind of how he was, a bit of a quieter person. Um, but was a really good listener, was a really good friend. Um, all I know is he's showing me that he has daughters. Okay, now that doesn't mean that that's all he has. I can't, I can't say that for sure. That could just be that one of his daughters is watching and listening to this broadcast. Maybe, I'm not sure. But he definitely shows me that he has daughters. Okay. Um, and then he kind of went into a little bit more detail and shows me that he, this is a relatively big family here. Within, I believe he's talking about his own, that his family, his siblings is what I'm trying to say. All right. So I said that he liked, it looks to me like he's trying to show me that he liked to fish. He also enjoyed watching hockey, it looks like. Okay? He enjoyed sitting down watching hockey on the TV. Okay? Oh. He just showed me in great detail his mustache. I don't know what that was about. I don't know, that was just a characteristic of him. I don't know. He always often had a mustache. I'm not really sure. And interestingly, he shows me that he likes to eat. Eating is something that he's enjoying eating different foods in heaven. Okay. This guy, this wonderful man, he shows me that his passing, it was quite unexpected. Yeah, it was unexpected to happen at the exact time that it did. All right. I want to say that he shows me a hospital. Okay. And he just showed me playing crib. He showed me that wooden crib board. Must have been a great pastime for him. Okay. I really think he's trying to show me that I think that his wife is still here, is still alive and well. Okay. And just weirdly, just out of the blue, all of a sudden I could see like a soccer ball go by. That I don't know what that would possibly have anything to do with this. So that makes sense to any of you that's watching. All of a sudden I can see a soccer ball. Okay. Just being shown that. Okay. And he comes from a farming background. I said, give me some more, give me something. And I would say he just showed me this great big nice red barn. Okay? And that usually just means, trying to show me that indeed he farmed. I think is where he's going with that. All right. He has so much love for his family. I need to talk about that real briefly. That's really what this is all about for him. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But all I can say is that at least he's just making it clear that he's in such a peaceful, beautiful place now. Beautiful, beautiful, peaceful, absolutely no pain, no suffering. He gets to do whatever he wants. And he's very happy and content. All right. And so he's just absolutely loving his beautiful eternal life in heaven. All right. And with that said, I so glad to have been able to have this broadcast tonight. That I've been feeling well enough since surgery to be able to do it. I will be back next Wednesday for another hour of Wednesday Whispers. I thank you. And Lenore's friend Angie believes this is your stepdad. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I was wondering why no one was kind of grabbing onto that, and that's okay. I'm glad, I hope, and so I hope that her friend has heard these messages and just knows that he is very, very, very much at peace and in a beautiful, beautiful place. Okay, has such a loving heart. All right, and so hopefully that she has heard all of this. So thank you so much, Christine. I am very glad to be back and feeling much, much better. All right. So thank you all so much for taking the time, tuning in with me, being with me for this hour. I will be back next Wednesday at 8 o'clock Manitoba time. Until then, everyone, please have a great week and take